So guys, I've been exposed. Daniel exposed me. Mr. Money in the Bank himself has exposed the owner of Retaliate Wrestling. And, you know, it's out there now, guys. And what Daniel said, it's true. And what I'm going to do in this video is start off by explaining that. And there's a lot more to the story, guys, obviously. There's so much that went on behind the scenes that, you know, led up to that exposing, and that Daniel didn't really get into. So I'm going to give you guys insight on that shortly after I explain myself. So we're going to get into that right now. It's actually really funny now that I think about it. It's just, the way Daniel's saying it is just way worse than what it really is. It's just very easy to explain. The reason I do that is because I want what's best for the channel. Daniel tries to make it sound like it's way worse. I don't give everyone fair opportunities. I handpick people, I choose favorites. In reality, it's just me giving the best people championship matches and shots. It's the people that prove to be the best, people that want to be at the top, and the people that deserve it. I'm not really handpicking, you know, these people have proved to me that they deserve to be at the top. He mentioned people like Milk, Steven, you know, Billy, but those are people that are all just the best at what they do, and they deserve championship matches. World championship matches, to be more specific, because those are the people that represent Retaliate the most, and I want the best people to be at the top and represent Retaliate. That's me wanting what's best for the channel. Daniel is making it sound way worse. I give everyone fair opportunities. If someone shows me great effort and they show me that they want to be in the World Championship division and be competing for the title, most of the time I give it to them. And they just have to earn it. They have to earn it. It's a little different for Daniel though, alright? Because Daniel did not earn anything as of lately. So you guys saw how easy that was to explain. I just want what's best for Retaliate Wrestling, and as an owner, there's so much I have to take care of, and I want to make this the best possible. So there's that, guys, but now we're going to be getting more in depth in this whole story, and I'm going to bring out the truth. You guys are going to know a lot of things by the end of this video, a lot of information. So just like I said a few seconds ago, Daniel did not earn anything in the last few months, and that's true. The reason that Daniel is Mr. Money in the Bank is because of myself, and that is completely my fault. Now the thing that Daniel just exposed me for, he had been holding me to that for the past 2 months or so on our way to Money in the Bank. Now Daniel started off by saying if he did not get in the Money in the Bank match, he'd expose me right there. And then it just led to Daniel saying if he didn't win the Money in the Bank match itself, then he'd expose me again. So he was just using that to his advantage, trying to get the most out of me, trying to get what he wanted, and he was just being greedy about it. That's just that. Me not realizing how stupid that whole exposing thing was. It was not a big deal at all. You guys just saw how easy it was to explain it, but the way Daniel was saying it before made it sound way worse, and I didn't want that to get out to anybody at the time. So I did what Daniel asked. I gave him what he wanted, and he became Mr. Money in the Bank. I tried to put myself in the match. You know, I tried to win the match myself, but you know, I felt like I could not do that. Daniel, he's holding that exposing thing to me, so I gave him what he wanted, hoping he would shut up. But guess what? A few months later, Daniel went ahead and exposed me anyway because he has nothing left to lose. That's just Daniel being Daniel. So now you guys know why Daniel is Mr. Money in the Bank. It's because of me. Now this part of his pipe bomb is just what put me in complete shock, just complete disbelief. I can't even believe that he went this far and said this, but Daniel said that I don't give him opportunities. I do whatever I can to put him down. I don't give him any chances. I never believed in him. And I've known Daniel for almost 10 years. We've been friends for a very long time. And since we started this channel, I've done nothing but believe in him. I've done whatever I can to try to make him happy. I do that with everyone. I try to make everyone happy on this channel. And for him to even say something like that after everything I've done for him, is just ridiculous. He can't sit here and act like he has not been given opportunities and chances from me, because I know him the best here. I know him the best out of anyone here. And it just shows from the start of the channel. We had a 2K title match. Me and him both got the pin, and in a double pin we had to continue it over into a one-on-one match, and it was decided there who would be the new 2K champion. It was me versus him. And I laid down for him. I let him beat me because I felt like he would carry the channel better than I would. And that just shows a lot right there. It shows that I believed in him from the start. So for him to even say something like that. He also mentioned that he had a match with Steve at WrestleMania. Right there, he almost didn't even have a match at WrestleMania. The only reason that he had a match at WrestleMania was because of me. I squeezed him a match in on the card against Steve, and I felt like he deserved a match at WrestleMania. Right there, it was just bad timing. He couldn't compete for a title. The main event match was already set for WrestleMania. He had just lost twice for the International Championship, so there was no way for me to even give him another match because that just wouldn't be fair at that point. So Daniel, I know you're watching this. You just made my job 10 times harder. I have to do all the editing, keep everyone in line, just like yourself. I have to deal with ungrateful people like yourself, and all of this, everything that goes on behind the scenes, makes it so much harder for me because I'm the owner. I have to do everything, edit the videos, make plans for the channel. There's very few people that help me out with that, and it's a lot of work for me already. Keeping everyone in line, like I just mentioned, a lot of drama that goes on behind the scenes that I can't be dealing with all the time. Way too much for me. And Daniel, this whole thing, you're exposing me on the channel, you know, it was my fault. I should have never gave you money in the bank. I should have just explained myself. You should have went ahead and exposed me. I would have explained myself like I just did right there. I just thought it was way worse. I got nervous. I didn't know what to do. You're lucky that you're Mr. Money in the Bank. You are. You're very lucky. And you guys may not see it. I try to come out here with a smile on my face, try to give you guys the best exciting content as possible, try to make everything seem like nothing's going wrong. But 2018 has been a rough year for me. I've been, you know, I've gone through surgery. You guys already know. Crutches are right here. I've been walking around on them for quite some time. Not very easy, but I've been making sacrifices to still go through with this channel. Just got off the thing with Billy. Now I have to deal with this thing with Daniel. It's ridiculous. I should not be having to go through this. So Daniel, you're probably sitting back in your chair. You're probably laughing right now because you don't care what I have to go through. You don't care about me. And everything that I've given to you, you just completely forgot about, I guess. But it's all good. You guys are probably thinking that I'm going to take the money in the bank off Daniel. I'm going to strip him of it. But although I do have the power to do that, I'm not just going to do it like that. But what will happen is that at SummerSlam, it will be me versus Daniel. Anything goes. And if Daniel loses this match, the money in the bank will then be taken off of him because I'm going to prove to everyone that I am not the owner that Daniel makes me out to be, and I will prove to everyone that I can correct my mistakes and fix everything I've done in the past. I should have never gave Daniel the money in the bank contract, and that's what I'm going to do. In the money in the bank match between Daniel and Marcus, when Daniel put his contract on the line, I helped Daniel win because, like I just said, I want to be the one to take it off of him, not anyone else. This has nothing to do with Marcus. I don't have a problem with Marcus. I'm sorry, man. This is just way more important to me. This has had nothing to do with you. I apologize, but it was just bad timing, I guess. It could have been anyone else in that match. I still would have done the same thing. But Daniel, I will be the one to take it off of you, not anyone else. And that match will be happening at SummerSlam. You don't have an option to accept this match. The match is happening. If you don't decide to show up or something like that, you just made it easier for me. I'll just take the money in the bank off of you right there, and then the new holder will be decided in the near future. And the same goes for if you lose it at SummerSlam. But I think that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Take everything that I said and just understand that I'm not in the wrong here. I've done nothing wrong. And the thing that Daniel's exposing me for, literally not even a problem at all. It's not anything you guys should be worrying about. What you guys should be worrying about is that Daniel, he said that he's getting in my head, he's manipulating me. He's right about that. Daniel is not the good guy in this situation. He's trying to manipulate you guys as well, not just me. He's trying to manipulate you guys into thinking that he's the victim and that I'm the bad guy and that everything's being put on him by me. Again, guys, take in everything. A lot of information was said in this video, but we only got a few more reloadeds left until SummerSlam. Get excited for it, guys. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of Reloaded. Take care.